Hey, visibility hackers, and welcome to day one of Marley Jaxx week. Yes! Okay, backstory. I fell in love with Marley Jaxx at Funnel Hacking Live 2020. I was sitting in the audience. You've heard this story when I talk about Catherine before, that I was in this room full of dudes, like bro dudes. And it wasn't until Marley Jaxx and Catherine Jones had their moments walking, I went, that's me. I see myself in these badass women. And so this week, I want to take the opportunity to celebrate the wonderful Canadian badass video queen herself, Marley Jaxx. And so over the course of the next 5 days, we're going to be diving in to her community building programs, to her videos, and so much more. And today, we're going to start with the scenes framework. So let's dive into it. Welcome to day one of Marley Jaxx weeks. Today we are looking at the scenes framework and how she uses this in her video programs. And we're really lucky actually, because she's launching something new in the next week. And so we're getting lots of fun teasers that we'll be able to look at later on this week. But today I thought, why don't we shake it up? I talk a lot about families, communities, and tribes, and today we're going to look at one video where Marley Jaxx is celebrating her tribe, and she's bringing her tribe together in video form in the funniest of ways possible. So in this video here, it's movie trivia face-off, where Marley's going to be doing some movie trivia with her team members. And I think this is a really fantastic video sequence in order for us to examine it under the scenes framework, but it's also a fantastic way to build that sense of community within your tribe. So let's consider this two birds, one stone, shall we? All right, so let's, oh yes, Kenna, you know the joys of Marley Jaxx. You know how amazing she is. I love it. So let's dive in to watching this video right now. So one thing about Marley's video content is that she does a fantastic mix of live video and pre-recorded content. These videos that we're going to be looking at on her this week in the visibility check are all pre-recorded, very well edited videos, but it doesn't mean that there isn't raw content that comes from a live stream format. So there's a little bit of everything in here for you this week. So let's check out this video here. So movie trivia face-off. We're starting out with a really simple an entry screen, a really simple logo. It's not a logo. It's an intro screen. And what that does, that one in particular is so simple, you guys could recreate that with your eyes closed. All you need is a simple moving background and some text. You can throw this together in Canva. You want to add some extra spank, then all you have to do is add in an audio track in the background. Make sure you're not infringing on copyright when you're using music in your content, but all I have to say is that intro screen, super easy. You should have an intro screen. All right, now when we arrive at our main screen for today, let's break this down using the scenes framework. So first off, let's just look at what we have. We have 3 different people on screen. Each of them is in their own home, which indicates to me that they will each require their own microphone. So that's 3 different audio inputs that you have going on here. Going off of that, we also have 3 different cameras that we're inputting as well. Now under E for energy, we're going to see some fun stuff happen. So watch this. They're chit-chatting, they're doing their thing, and we're switching in between different screen options. So we just saw Marley go full screen, we see her teammate go full screen, and this is just adding that visual attraction to the screen. We see lots of jump cuts. We see that we're going in between lots of different frame. So we will have this screen that has all 3 people on camera. We'll cut to a single person on camera. We'll cut back to this multi-screen. We'll cut to a different something to grab your attention. So this is fantastic. Marley does this so well. And it comes from the fact that she loves movies. If you haven't figured that one out yet, Marley loves movies. Never put yourself in a position where you are competing against Marley when it comes to anything related to movies. Movie trivia, movie reenactments, charades about movies, any of it. Marley is the queen of movies. Period. And it comes out in her editing. She does a very cinematic, she edits in a very cinematic way that tells a story that keeps the movement going. And it's simply done by adding lots of B-roll, adding lots of cuts in between. Keeps that visual attraction, and that fully fits into the E for energy. Now, when we talk about non-moving objects, or the N of the framework, we're looking at where's my finger here? We're looking at the questions that are popping up. These can be done as transparent images. They can be done in OBS as straight up text. It doesn't matter, but what we're doing is we're adding more information with something that isn't animated. And that's what our questions are. So let's start playing this again. So we can see that the question will pop up. We have our people answering. And again, we have some attractive icons that are popping up. We have that movement. We have that energy. We have that hilarity that comes out of it. So now we're seeing lots of stress, and I'm not going to get into the beauty of personalities on camera, because if you want to talk about personalities on camera, then my wonderful friend McCall Jones will be the one to answer all of those questions. You should check out her show. It's fantastic. So anyways, back to the scenes framework. We now see that we have points that are popping up on screen. These are both non-moving objects and points of engagement. If you set a bet at the beginning of your show to see who's going to win in this game, when we start tracking those points on screen, our people are able to engage with that. We can start generating more comments and more engagement in the chat based on these points as well. So that's pretty awesome. I love that. I love that. And it's easy to do. When we look at engagement, other things that we have when it comes to this show is you can have people submit their questions ahead of time. You can have people try and answer the questions in the comments as well. You can give these hilarious points as well. Then when we talk about S for supplementary information, we don't actually have any supplementary information here. We don't have any screen shares. We don't have any documents on screen or anything like that. So again, supplementary information is great to add more context to what you're talking about on screen, but it is not essential. It is not required. You could run all of this without any fancy graphics or anything like that, just having the people on board, the right cameras, the right sound, and maybe some questions here and there. But everything else is just layers on top of layers. And these are simple to recreate for your own shows. So that's as simple as it is. And I hope that you guys have picked up some fun ideas. There are some fantastic game shows and fun shows that are happening out there in the marketing world, in the digital world, that I highly recommend you guys check out. My friend Jim Beard runs a great show called X's and O's. My friend Ben Ebig runs a show, a murder house mystery trivia thing every other Wednesday that I'm part of. There are fabulous shows out there that as well that I haven't been invited on yet. But if you find them, let me know. I want to be on them. I love trivia. I love movies. I love Marley Jaxx, and I think she's amazing, and I think she's incredible. All right, guys, let's jump out of here for a sec. So thank you guys so much for joining me for today's visibility check. Using the scenes framework is a fantastic way of breaking down other complex video streaming and video formats and files that you're seeing out there. So go ahead, go check out the YouTubes or the Twitch or the Facebooks or whatever you want, and use the scenes framework to start analyzing that content. See how you can start to recreate that content using what we teach you in Live Academy. If you're interested in joining, definitely let me know. We're opening up a new season of Live Academy very, very soon. And it's going to be capped. It's going to be a very small group again because I want to get to know you guys. I want to help you guys build those shows, get that message out into the world. So whatever it is you do, if you have that passion inside of you, Live Academy will help you bring that out into the world so you can show everyone. All right, guys, I have a special surprise for you because, well, Marley Jaxx, as the queen of video and the queen of Canadian video, even though she's living south of the border right now, she is still forever a Canadian. And so for Team Canada, I thought I would give you guys a little extra surprise. So check this out. I will see you in our next one. Until then, remember, I love you and be excellent to each other. Oh, where's it going? Here's it going. Check this out.